No worries, take my time with it. I ain't got no worries, take my time with it.
Man, we was just talking about how Joe Biden is being ass as president.
Yeah, he definitely ass. He's gonna go to war with somebody.
Nah, I don't think we can afford to go to war with anybody right now.
Bruh, before these 4 years are up, we gonna fight somebody, bro.
I mean, we always
This nigga wants to go to war so bad.
We always fighting somebody. War is profitable, man.
Exactly. That's why we're gonna go to war, because we had this whole damn pandemic. Niggas is broke out here. These niggas gave out a bunch of stimmies that they didn't want to give out. So these niggas gotta make the money back somehow.
Bruh, they was getting that money back. Why you think all the top companies in the fucking nation all made profits?
That's cause
Fast food industry made profits. Fucking Amazon fucking was knocking niggas over the head with the money they was
this
making.
man is about to be a trillionaire. Is he already a trillionaire?
Nah, he's
gonna be a trillionaire eventually.
He's a 100 billionaire though.
He's gonna be a trillionaire eventually. Amazon is like on some different shit.
Like Zoom. Who do you think created Zoom? How much money do you think they made during the pandemic?
Zoom came out of fucking nowhere, bro.
Nowhere. Instantly was like, yo, y'all need something to work with? We got you. And Skype was already out there.
Skype was already there.
Skype was already out there. And Zoom lapped them.
Hell of fucking shit. They just came out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
It's like, yeah, we're using Zoom. Nobody knew what the fuck that shit was.
And that shit ain't going nowhere. That shit's here to stay.
That's why I kind of feel like this pandemic shit, bro. Some fishy shit going on.
I mean, all of it's fishy.
Some fishy ass shit is going on,
from the beginning of it
bro.
to now. But it is what it is now. I guess that's all we can say.
Okay, I'm going to point out some bias here, though. So, you know how the Trump administration was on that Wuhan lab shit?
Yep.
Tell me why yesterday they talking about, oh, yeah, the virus might have got out of a Wuhan lab. And I was like, wasn't Trump saying that shit, though?
He was saying a lot of shit, though. That's the thing. I think this is my thing with Trump. This motherfucker just be throwing out points until something stick. He'll give you one part. He'll say one part of an argument, then he'll argue another part of the argument. First, he said it was a hoax.
Right.
Then he said it was created in a lab. After everyone's realizing this shit is not a hoax. Motherfuckers is getting bodied out here.
Shit. He couldn't deny it anymore after the motherfucker.
Bro, he denied it for
dropping like
he
flies.
denied it for 7 months, and the only reason we know he was bullshitting was because the fucking dude who wrote the book, what's that motherfucker Woodward, dropped the tapes of him saying, "Oh yeah, this shit's gonna be bad."
Yeah, he's dumb as fuck for talking to Woodward. That's the same nigga that got Nixon.
But this is the crazy thing here, though. He also, in the beginning, was fucking praising Xi Jinping, talking about he's doing a great job of trying to contain the virus. And then when everything started going up in flames, that's when he was out here just bullshitting.
It's mad ironic, though, that motherfuckers were not trying to talk about this whole shit when Trump was saying it. But as soon as this nigga leaves office, this shit magically appears again. I noticed.
It also might help that fucking we actually got people actually over there to be able to look into this shit. Motherfucker closed down the people that was supposed to be keeping an eye on shit over there.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
Our little virus response team. They're like, nah, we're going to get rid of that. This
Dismantle
motherfucker
that
got
whole
rid of
shit.
all this shit that we needed so he could save money. Like, that's what he does. He cuts corners to try and get shit for the cheapest he can. So he was getting rid of all this shit that he said was unnecessary. The fucking viral response team over there.
That to save money, and he did it because Obama did it. So he was like, yo, I gotta
it was
undo this black man's
petty.
work.
It was petty, but it also was to cut corners and to save money.
About dumb as hell.
That's why he didn't give a fuck about, what's the motherfucker, Jamal Khashoggi getting fucking murked by the fucking Saudis. He's like, hey, we don't give a fuck. We gonna sell these weapons to these motherfuckers because we need this bread.
Dude, that shit was crazy. You sent Hitman for that nigga. They chopped that man up.
I don't know why people surprised by that. Look at.
I mean, it's not surprising, but
like, look at what happened to the fucking reporter that was in.
You talking about that Belarus joint?
Yeah.
Yo, that shit is crazy too.
The motherfucker, they was talking to the people he was sitting next to. They were like, what's going on? What's gonna happen to you? He was like, oh, I'm gonna be murdered. They said that man was visibly shaking. I don't blame him because they suicide the shit out of people over in Eastern Europe.
They hijacked the whole plane to get this nigga. Son, you're not safe.
The lengths governments will go and organizations will go to stay in power is
and there's a whole uproar about that. But America does the same shit.
We do this shit all the time.
It just be under wraps. We just do it better.
If we want to be real, America is just we're just hypocrites. That's why we can talk about this and we can talk about Israel Palestine because America's a hypocrite. We are so bored. We'll just find a cause and just fucking we gonna talk about it for a week, and then as soon as there's something new to talk about,
some new shit happens, forget about it.
Because they don't talk about none of the atrocities that happen in Africa. They don't say one fucking word about the shit that happened in Africa. None of the shit that happened in Somalia. None of the shit that happened in Sudan. None of the shit that happened in the fucking
still fucked up shit
Democratic
going in
Republic
Sudan
of
right
Congo. Now. Niggas didn't not give a shit about apartheid in South Africa till fucking it just blew up on TV. Right. And here in America, like they don't talk about none of the shit out there. When's the last time you heard anything about Syria?
Syria?
Hell yeah. We left Syria and the Kurds was getting bodied. We ain't talked about them in a minute. It's not like that shit just stopped.
It didn't stop. They're still fighting to this day.
We don't talk about that shit no more.
To this day, bro.
We weren't talking about what was this? Weren't they having like a civil war in what's that country?
A civil war in what?
Saudi Arabia was bombing the shit out of them. It was
Yemen?
Yeah, ethnic cleansing out there. It's fucking.
That was America too. America's responsible.
And we don't talk about none of this shit. We don't talk about none of the shit that happened to black and brown people. But man, let something happen over in Europe or some shit. Oh, it's a travesty. It could definitely be a travesty. But we'll definitely pick and choose. They ain't said shit about fucking the coronavirus in Brazil.
I mean, they said a little bit about it.
Oh, a little bit.
A little 30-second segment. Shit. Motherfuckers dying in Brazil.
Yo, Brazil's COVID so bad, the COVID is bodying kids out there.
Right.
Bodying whole kids. India, 400,000 people coming down.
Brazil got their own, they got hella problems in Brazil, though. They got police brutality problems in Brazil, too.
They've been had that shit.
That shit even crazier, because they just be running raids in the ghettos and shit.
It's lawlessness, man. When your police are lawless, then your country's in trouble. But, I mean, like I said, just America, we have so much shit to be happy about that we have all this time to complain about.
But do we, though? I think all of this shit is bullshit just to distract us from what's really going on.
I mean, duh.
Because our country's not even kind of fucked up. It's a very fucked up country.
It always has been.
Our healthcare is trash.
In the words, I can't remember who said this, but they said America's just a trap house with nice curtains.
Basically, everything in America is for profit. Nothing in America is.
But that's why everyone wants to come here, because you literally can go from nothing and be something here.
Yeah. Everybody has this hope of from absolute. It could be me, but
there are whole countries where you're born poor, your whole family's been poor for thousands of years, and there's just no way for you to come out from under that. There's no way, facts. Unless you happen to have a dime piece daughter somewhere and you can marry her out to a rich dude. You
said dime piece, sell your daughter.
I mean, that's what motherfuckers used to do. That was a come up for a lot of motherfuckers.
They still do that shit in India, bro.
Come up, but that's the best way to get out of poverty in some of these places. You just pray. Yo, mug of genetics just happened to just pop out the rarity that is a dime piece. It just happens to catch the eye of a rich dude.
I'm weak. Really though.
Because I mean, it is. It's a rough life, man. It's a rough life for people out here, especially during the pandemic and shit. So I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive. And then I don't like how people are talking about. I don't like this talking point. Crime is up because of the Black Lives Matter protest. No, nigga, crime is up because people been at home and they ain't got no money.
Niggas is bored. Niggas is
What do you think happens when niggas is just at home with no job, no money to make? Of course I'm gonna go out there and just be on some bullshit.
These motherfuckers be living in their own world.
Like, think what happened with the recession that Obama had to get us out of. We can give him credit for that, even though this motherfucker definitely could have went harder on the banks, bailing these motherfuckers out.
I had some old nigga come to my shitty job try to tell me, well, at least you don't have people shooting at you. And I'm like, nigga, I can get shot at when I in here. in the store if somebody wanted to.
Exactly. It's like this. Police officers, they go out every day, put their lives on the line. Nigga, I walk outside and put my life on the line every day, bruh.
Every day.
Every day. You don't know what can happen in America. Motherfuckers just walk into Walmarts and just randomly just put holes in people like
just because they feel like
on a random Tuesday. Like everything is a risk. Yeah, you putting yourself in higher risk situations, but bruh, I could take a wrong right down the wrong road, and it's nighty night for me.
Exactly.
I could fucking be driving and look down to see a fucking text I got, and the person in front of me could just fucking slam on the brakes and I murk myself. Like, just you got to make better arguments, bruh. Crime is up because the police are quitting. That's on them.
The police
are quitting because they don't want to be held accountable for bullshit they let happen.
Niggas. That's bullshit.
Look what happened to the dude in Louisiana that fucking got fucking murdered.
They covered that shit up
for 2 years. How you gonna fucking?
You can't reform that shit.
Yes. How you gonna fix a system where everybody know this nigga's dirty? And then when they released it, one of the police officers resigned and then killed himself because he knew he fucked up. He knew the shit he did was fucked up, and he knew that nobody was gonna let that shit ride.
That shit that happened in Elizabeth City too. Them niggas didn't want to release the body cam footage, but they coming out saying, yeah, he tried to hit them with the vehicle, so they were authorized to shoot him.
Oh, they said the dude in Louisiana fucking crashed into a tree. That's how he got his injuries. Shit is crazy. That's what they told his family. Shit is crazy. L.A. Sheriff's Department got a whole gang in that bitch. Talking about, we don't have gangs. My man.
A whole gang?
It's clearly,
a whole clan.
It's clearly documented that you have, El Banditos or some shit, some crazy shit like that.
El what?
Yeah, man, that's the legit gang in the L.A. Sheriff's Department, even though they say they don't have a gang. But they've been doing news reports and all. Yo, shout out to reporters, bro. Them motherfuckers is brave. Because them motherfuckers be going to places and talking to people that I'd be like, nah, I'm good.
Shout out to the nigga that exposed the CIA for...
That nigga's dead.
Hell yeah. By suicide.
He was suicided. That nigga is
suicide.
Dead.
Say.
And even before he suicided himself, his career was ruined. That man ruined his career. Like, sometimes you gotta shout out to him for having the fortitude to put his life and name on the line.
Word.
That
was mad brave.
To show the world how fucked up America is. But I mean, black people been knew it. That's the funny thing about these QAnon motherfuckers. They believe in these crazy conspiracies, but they don't believe in none of the conspiracies that really happen to black people.
Not even conspiracies. Them shits is
shit that actually happened.
Cold hard facts.
The motherfuckers called the Holocaust a hoax, but they believe fucking the wildest shit.
That Trump is God and that he came to save them. That's wild.
Save them from what, though? That's what I want to know. What is he saving you from? Every time I see somebody talking about, the world is coming to an end.
I mean, yeah, the world probably coming to an end.
Bro, motherfuckers talking about why now that the world is coming to an end. The world been fucked up.
It's even more fucked up than it's ever been, too.
Hell no. The world back in the day was way more wicked than this shit. Because you could get away with anything. Absolutely anything. You could literally kill somebody, blame it on somebody else, and just walk away like it's nothing. No evidence, no fucking investigations. You could just murk people, take them out to the woods, it's whatever. Motherfuckers used to have like open duels in the Wild West. Like, yeah, you gonna step outside, I'm gonna shoot you. Niggas would challenge niggas to duels.
Yo, that shit was mad legal. Who's the fucking damn, it's two famous niggas
that
too.
Shit's still legal.
It was Andrew Jackson. Andrew Jackson, crazy ass, fucking challenged a nigga to a duel and killed that man.
But you can still do that.
I think it was like a political opponent.
You can still do that
too.
now. It's called mutual combat, but I don't think you can shoot people though. I think you can I think
mutual combat is only legal in certain states.
It is, but if I say I'm gonna fight you and you go fight me and we fight and I whoop your ass or something happened to you, I mean, hey, it's a fair one.
All right.
Plenty of women out here that don't mind fucking for money. Or doing whatever.
I mean, they already do.
Whatever.
OnlyFans do exist.
I mean, prostitution is probably one of the oldest fucking jobs ever in the world. I mean, pussy is always gonna be in demand.
Yep. The horny bucks never run out.
At all.
Endless horny bucks.
Now niggas just getting even hornier. That's one thing I'll say has changed. Niggas is out here, now that we free everything, you can do whatever you want. Niggas is really out here with these kinks though. I mean, that's do you, but man, some of that shit is just foul. It's just disgusting.
It's the internet, bro. Internet fucking.
But you know what's crazy?
Made monsters.
But this
my
is the
nigga.
thing. This is the thing. Now, regular people can have the sex that only rich people could have back in the day. The shit that people like kings having concubines and all this other shit, that was only available to certain people. Now regular people can get this shit. That's what fucking, you watched the QAnon documentary on HBO Max?
Hell nah.
One of the motherfuckers that was responsible for like 4chan or some shit, this motherfucker, you could tell this dude is a fucking like sexual deviant. This motherfucker goes to like soap shows. You know what a soap show is? It's where a girl gets naked and she just rubs her soap on your body with her body and shit.
Wow.
Yeah, it's Japanese. It's some, you know, Japanese, they into some wild weird
That's
shit.
extremely horny.
They into some weird shit. But that's just their culture, and their culture has this weird.
Yeah, Japanese people, some weird people.
I mean,
I fuck with Japan though. I'm trying to go there. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, man. Shout out
to Japan.
Shout out to Japan.
I love anime. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, I love the fucking, just the views they have, man. Japan's got some of the most beautiful views
Word.
in the world.
It's one big ass island, bro.
Yeah, it's true. They got their volcano. I think they got I don't know if it's Korea or Japan, but one of the motherfuckers got like a whole fucking park where it's just a park full of dicks. Yes. And people just go there and you can just walk around and just see big ass like statues of
That
dicks.
sounds like a nightmare.
People, hey, Japan got its own suicide force. So I mean,
Hell yeah, that man Jake Paul was in that bitch.
oh man, that motherfucker.
That shit was funny as hell.
No,
It wasn't funny.
That was Logan.
That was okay.
That was Logan.
I
Because
was
he
thinking
lost
wrong
a
one.
shit ton of money off that shit. But he got that money back. That's why
I don't even know what these niggas are famous for, bro.
I think one of them used to be on the Disney Channel. I think the one that
Disney Channel.
yeah, I think the one that knocked out Nate Robinson was on the Disney Channel. And then the other one just blew up off of like
So who's the nigga that Jake Paul's the nigga that knocked Nate Robinson out? That man is finessing.
Logan is
He
the-
is finessing
Logan
boxing,
is
bro.
Logan is the one fighting Floyd.
Tell me this nigga is not finessing boxing.
I mean,
How does this nigga, this no fucking body, finesse a fucking Floyd Mayweather fight,
because
bro?
that's
That's insane.
That's how popular this dude is on the internet, which is crazy. I mean,
Some niggas been boxing their whole lives would never be able to get a chance
because
to
they
hop in
can't
a
draw
fucking
the
ring.
eyeballs that he can. It's all about eyes, man. If you can draw eyes, you can sell anything.
Definitely, that's basically it. But
And then
that's
him-
kind of sick, bro.
And then,
It's
and
so
then him
sick.
dribbling Nate Robinson's head off the floor. That
That
just
boosted
made it-
his stock, bro.
That
honestly.
just made it even crazier. And after that, everybody was like, "Oh, I want to fight him. I want to fight him."
Exactly.
MMA fighters want to fight him. I mean, he just
He
knocked out
not
Ben Askren.
Askren, bitch ass.
I'm not gonna lie. I think Ben Askren took a fall. He's like, "Yo, let me get this check. I'm gonna get a little piece
Ben
of this
Askren
cake."
took a fall. Ben Askren, his hands ain't like that, but
It don't matter.
he more
it
of
don't matter.
he more of like a wrestler.
He is definitely more of a wrestler. He was a national championship wrestler, I think, at Missouri or some shit.
Yeah, Ben Askren hands not like that, but
But come on, man. Come on. You watch that fight, you can't tell me this dude didn't take a dive. Even if that was a nice solid.
I mean, I didn't even see.
it was
I
a
didn't even
nice
see
solid
the fight.
It was a nice solid punch.
I
But
didn't
come
even see
on.
the fight. I can't even hold you. But
It was a solid punch that knocked him out. But he definitely could have continued fighting.
oh, you thought he could got up?
He got up.
Oh, okay.
The ref was the one who stopped the fight.
Uh-huh.
But you know they could get rid of them fucking performances though. Don't nobody want to listen to fucking whatever female artist was performing. Wasn't Saweetie performing at that bitch?
Oh my.
She was probably.
I love you, sweetie. Your music sucks though. Terrible music. Not gonna hold you.
I still think it's funny she was in that Call of Duty commercial. She was in the Call of Duty commercial after she took Quavo's Call of Duty suitcase in the
weak.
elevator. I was like, yo, the irony.
That's funny. That's funny as
The
hell.
fucking irony.